Hi, everybody. We're looking at a video for lesson 3, properties of materials. We're going to see if this will work, trying to do it at home on your own, so that we can alternate between science and social studies and try to get everything in. So remember, we are helping the principal design a new glue for the school. Chapter 1 question, how can you make a sticky glue? What would be a good test to see if something is sticky? Think about that for a minute. Scientists and engineers plan and do tests to see, to try things and find out what's happening. So a test or an experiment. We're going to observe a sticky test for each of the mystery glues. The tests are going to help us find a sticky glue and will also help us with this question. How can you tell if materials and substances are different? So we've talked about the properties of materials and we've talked about the difference between one substance, remember, is a type of material. So in this case, we're talking about glues. We have more than one glue. The material is glue. We want to know which substance, which type of glue works better, and if they're the same or if they're different. Evidence is an important word for scientists and engineers. Evidence is the information that supports an answer to a question. When we talk about that some in both reading and in math, you make a claim about what's an important event in the story. And then I ask you what evidence you have. How can you prove that based on the text? In math, we use evidence to prove that one answer is correct or incorrect. Evidence is the same thing for scientists. So in order to say that the substances are the same or different, we're going to need to provide evidence. So observing the mystery glues gave us some evidence about whether or not they're the same substance. Tests will help us get more evidence. So we observed some of the properties, but we're going to test them now, and it will give us more information about their properties. You're going to watch 2 videos of the sticky test. A teacher will use each glue to stick a bean to a card. Then the next day, when the glue has dried, she will shake the cards to see if the beans stick. We're going to watch the first video. You're going to observe carefully as the teacher uses the mystery glue to stick a bean to a card. Okay, boys and girls, while we're waiting for the glue to dry, I'm going to ask you to get out your Properties of Materials book at home. We're starting on page 9, and it looks like this. The top, it says Observing the Dry Mystery Glues, and it says Part 1 Sticky Test. So before the cards are dry, we are going to predict. We are going to say what we think will happen with the beans, with mystery glue A on the left side and mystery glue B on the right side. You are going to record your prediction by circling a sentence for each of the glues. And the sentences are the same. You have 2 options. The bean will stick, or underneath that it says the bean will fall off. So you are going to choose for mystery glue A, the bean will stick or the bean will fall off. Mystery glue B, the bean will stick or the bean will fall off. You are going to circle either the first or second sentence for each glue. Now, it's fine if you think the same for both of them. You could circle the bean will stick for both A and B. You could circle the bean will fall off. A bean is too big to be stuck in glue. You could circle that for both of them. It's up to you. What do you think? Try to remember also the hands-on video we watched last week when she was testing the properties or observing the properties of the glues. One of them had a very strong odor. It was thick. The other one had a weaker or not as strong an odor, and it was a thinner glue than the other one. So we are going to predict. So go ahead on page 9, pause the video, and circle your prediction before you keep watching. Now, on the next slide, we're going to be watching a video of the teacher testing the dry glues. You are going to record what happens and list the properties of the dried glues. So up at the top, the sentences are exactly the same. The bean stuck, the bean fell off, the bean stuck, the bean fell off. You are only going to circle what happens. And then down here, you are going to list the properties of the dried glues. This is still page 9. Boys and girls, you're going to take a minute to discuss what you observed in the second video with a partner. At this point, you should have circled what happened, that the bean stuck. Before you discuss each question, think by yourself quietly about how you might answer that question. Remember, your partner can be someone in your family, a friend or classmate that you can call on the phone, a pet, stuffed animal, brother or sister. Up to you entirely. Pause now. Discuss your answer with your partner. So, what new properties of these glues do you observe now? Were the sticky test results the same for both mystery glues? Did both glues show the same amount of stickiness? Do the glues look the same when they're dry? We have learned 2 ways to tell if substances are the same or different. The key concept, remember the key is important. So a concept is an idea. These are the important ideas that we are learning as we go through our science lessons. So the key concept on the next slide tells what we have learned. You can tell if materials and substances are different by observing their properties or by testing them, or both, as we've done today. So again, you can tell if materials and substances are different by observing their properties or by testing them. Now you're going to write about the mystery glues. This is going to be on page 10 of your book, so just the next page. You will make a claim, a proposed answer. You're going to suggest your answer to whether or not the mystery glues are the same substance. Before you write about the mystery glues, let's look at this example about a paper clip and a toothpick. This is so that we know how to write a claim and provide evidence. So the question is, Is a paper clip made of the same material as a toothpick? So you're going to choose one of those claims. Yes, a paper clip is made of the exact same material as a toothpick. Or no, a paper clip is made of different material than a toothpick. How do you know? What is your evidence? Do you think a paper clip is made of the same material or a different material than a toothpick? Think about it. Now, when I think about a paper clip and a toothpick, not only do they look very different, but they have different properties. I'm pretty sure that no, they are not made of the same material. So then, why do we think that? What is the evidence for that? Remember, how can we tell if materials or substances are different? We can tell they are different by observing their properties or by testing them. So what evidence do we have that a paper clip is made from different material than a toothpick? Well, if I observe them, I can tell that they have different properties. Our evidence is the properties of the materials that they are made of. A paper clip is shiny. A toothpick is dull. A paper clip is gray. A toothpick is brown. A paper clip bends. A toothpick breaks. They're made from different materials. And we can tell that by just observing their properties. So here on page 10, you are going to provide evidence for your claim. You have to make a claim, so you have to decide what you think and then provide some evidence to support it, just like we did with the paperclip and toothpick example. You're going to read the question, you're going to choose a claim, and then record your evidence. What reasons do you have to support your idea? So the question is, glue A the same substance as glue B? And here is where you choose claim. You have to circle just one of them. Yes, glue A and B are the same substance. No, glue A and glue B are different substances. Once you've circled your claim, you are going to list your reasons. What evidence do you have? Thinking back on the clips that we've watched, what is your evidence to support either saying that they are the same or that they are different? I'm posting all of the hands-on videos that we've watched so far, the one in which we observed the properties, as well as the two that we watched today of testing the sticky test. You can review those videos and talk with your partner about what you think before you write, but then you are going to write your ideas. How do you know that yes, they are the same or no, they are different? And you should start your evidence statement with the claim. So if you say yes, then you should start down here saying yes, glue A and glue B are the same substance. I know because, and then tell your evidence. If you chose no, you're going to start your evidence statement with no, glue A and glue B are different substances. I know because, and then you will list your evidence. Circle your claim, complete the writing, and that's the end of our home lesson. Boys and girls, when you are finished with this, I am going to want you to take a photograph of your work and post it either here on Schoology or on the Remind app. I do want to see your work.